Hello, I'm Green.
And I'm purple.
And welcome back to Green and Purple. And I guess I should have just gone now to a lava tube, but whatever, you guys can come with us. We're back playing Jak and Daxter today. We're gonna go to the lava tube today, as I just said.
What?
Hey, how you doing, kid?
I'm doing
alright now? At this point in time, are you doing okay?
Yes.
That's
Recording always makes me feel better.
It's like, whenever I have a lot of stuff on my plate, I just have to kind of like, you ever get into the point where you just like have to take it like minute, hour by hour? It's like, I'm gonna have to do stuff later I don't want to do. But right now, I'm doing alright.
Yeah.
Or like, tomorrow's gonna really suck, but today, I'm doing okay. Like, I gotta open tomorrow, and that's gonna suck. But hey, I don't have to do it right now. Oh. Here we go. Yeah, the monkey man.
Okay!
The monkey man. I mean, he's kind of got a monkey face.
The monkey's chain. The monkey's fist.
The monkey! And the lava tube is literally a lava tube. So I think it's pretty well named. What's up, Kira?
Alright. With these additional power cells, I should be able to supply the heat shield with enough power to stand up to this.
What if I shut up? She's like, you don't have enough power cells. I'm like, what? Excuse me?
There's no more.
I can't bring you more.
Would do to your zoomer if the shield gives out. Yeah, the heat. What? The zoomer?
You guys shouldn't be okay right now. You're pretty close to lava.
You should be dead.
Or I guess this would be magma. I don't think it's outside.
Released more cooling balloons into the tube, so you can use them to keep the
Isn't that the only difference? Isn't it just lava once it's like not underground or
Yeah.
Sage's lab.
It's kind of stupid, I know.
It's only called blood when you're bleeding.
As-
Whenever it's inside you, it's called...
As stupid as a mountain chicken, which is a frog.
Oh, yeah. That is pretty stupid.
I'm like, who named this, and why are they not, like, are they still living?
Who named this, and can they be fired?
Please. Ooh. This is gonna be
I think
hard.
that would be like the main perk of being like a biologist, is like you get to name these things like forever. Like no one can change it after this unless it's like offensive or something. Like no one can be like, yeah, you know what, cheetah's kind of a dumb name, we're gonna change it. It's like, nope,
No.
it's a cheetah. No matter how much you dislike it, it's a cheetah.
Mountain chicken.
I'll come back. I'm
Mountain
gonna
chicken.
die, I'm just gonna tell you that right now. I'm focusing on too many different things.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, me neither. Oh no.
Shoot the power spheres to open the door.
Okay, shoot the things, do the thing. I can do
Destroy the core!
that. Destroy the core.
The most intense announcer that any Great Ace game has ever had is gotta be in Salamander 2.
Mm-hmm.
He's so... The guy they got for it, he's so into it. He's like, destroy the core! He's like, I'm like, dude!
Calm down. It's just a game, man. He's like, not to me, it's not.
There's like one boss, he's like, power through its entrails and shoot Abaddon! And I'm like, oh.
Okay, man, I'll do it. Just don't yell at me. Really, a good announcer could kind of make or break your game. Like, if you're not going to have a good announcer, don't have one.
Genius, can you imagine his moves? Oh, wait.
Genius. I think it's... Can you imagine those moves?
It's genius! He said you're gonna die, look at you.
As soon as you say that... it's
Yeah,
just-
you die.
It almost looks like I did that on purpose, but I didn't, I promise.
Uh-oh.
I guess I could just shoot those things.
Nope.
I can't.
They thought of everything.
You thought of everything. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Well then. That guy threw me off.
Threw off my groove.
That guy stole my mullet.
This is intense.
I mean, it is like the last Zoomer level. And the second to last level of the entire game. Ow. Again? Again.
You know, when I was playing Dungeon Travelers, this dungeon crawler game, I actually thought that the level before the final stage was
harder?
Yeah, was harder because you're like in this underground sewer. I guess that's redundant. Nice.
Well, because in the sewer above ground, like an aqueduct or something.
Oh yeah, okay. I guess you're right. All right, so I guess not redundant. And it was just awful because there's like this puzzle, this entire gimmick of the area where you had to pull a switch and it would like open red doors and close blue doors.
Right.
And like it was stupid because, you know, since it's a dungeon crawler, there are hidden walls, so like you have to account for hidden walls to like pull the right switch to open up the right path so you can get to the right point, and it was so confusing.
Hey, where's old short, green, and wrinkly?
He died.
Terrible. Father is missing. I think Gall and Maya...
Where did he go?
Relax, sweetheart. I got everything under control.
Under control? Lurker armies continue to grow across the land. The sages have been kidnapped. Gall and Maya have gathered enough eco to complete their terrible plan. And to stop them,
You scared him. You have frightened my friend. You will die.
Sums it up.
You will pay. You will pay in blood and fire.
And Jack?
Just throws into the lava.
Yeah, we will be.
You have
angered my woman. You will pay in blood and fire. Everyone from now on. Why didn't they have him say that? That's what he's thinking.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Since he never talks, he just has these murderous thoughts the whole time.
Awesome.
I thought maybe you could run on the rails.
Yeah. Anyway, it was just like I hated that dungeon. It was, and the boss fight wasn't any better either. It was this giant dragon.
How original. A dragon as a boss? How? What?
It was this giant dragon. She was really difficult. But yeah. When I got to the final stage, I was like, oh goodness, what new heck awaits me here? But it actually wasn't that bad. And the final boss was pretty fair. Like she was difficult and like I struggled and stuff, but I felt like it was fair.
Right.
So I was like, oh, okay, well, at least they redeemed themselves.
That's always kind of nice whenever it's like you expect something to be really hard. And it's like, oh, well, I've already done harder than this. It's like it's not easy, but you've seen worse. Because it's like in Dark Souls, the final bosses in the Dark Souls games aren't generally considered to be the hardest bosses in the game. But so it's like, I don't think that kills you. I'm gonna die though just from the heat. Because I'm just kind of lingering. Yeah. No, the game said, no, you're not going to die from the heat. You're going to die because I said you're going to. But, so it's like, once you get past certain boss, you know, it might probably going to be really hard. But after you beat that, you can kind of, you know, you get that feeling like, oh, well, I've beaten the hardest part. I can do the rest of it now. You know, it's kind of encouraging.
Yeah, I guess. Do you think they do that on purpose?
Maybe either that or just like, at least with Dark Souls, you know, the difficulty is obviously very subjective. You know, it all depends on how you play and what kind of character you're building. But you think there'd almost have to be some intent with dungeon crawlers because they're much more based on numbers, you know. So it's like it feels like there would almost have to be a more conscious decision to make one boss easier than another, you know.
Yeah.
How many am I missing here? 4?
And I guess I could also technically say that the final boss maybe was just, I felt it was easier because unlike the boss before her, like, that boss only had one form, but she had two. Like, there were two parts to the fight where, you know, if you die in the second part, you gotta go back through the... You did it.
Great timing.
You know.
I just gotta fly back to
So, I mean, that might have had some play in it.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, and also, like, if you're going to do, like, optional bosses, like...
Well, I'm on.
It's like, if you go to an optional boss, and, like, you come back to the main story, it's almost a guarantee that the next boss probably won't be as hard, because they designed the boss you just fought so that people wouldn't have to beat them to beat the game.
Right.
But they designed the bosses along the main path so you have to beat them to beat the game. So, just by definition, most optional bosses tend to be harder than the main bosses. You know?
Oh, I'm glad that didn't kill you.
Me too. Hit it at just the right angle, I guess.
Well, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to get through all the post-game in Dungeon Travelers 2. It's so ridiculously hard.
At least with post-game, you can, like...
Oh, yeah,
whenever
I beat the game.
Yeah,
so.
it's like if you get fed up enough, you're like, you know what? I beat the game. I'm done. I don't have to do this.
Because I literally... Because the post-game, it's also like you have this new world to explore. And then you also have to go back to, like, previous dungeons, and there are, like, things that are unlocked. And I go back to, like, this forest area, and I walk into this one area, and then out of nowhere, I get into an optional boss fight, and it's a giant. I think it's like a giant banana.
A giant banana?
Yeah, it's a giant banana monster, and it like one shots everyone. And I'm just like,
God.
I was like, okay.
Banana OP.
Oh,
Gol and Maya Citadel.
oh yeah, there it is.
It's about time you two decided to show up.
Nice to see you, too. Do they have you mopping the floors now?
There's no time for jokes, Daxter.
I'm gonna kill you when I get out of here.
Sap our energy.
You will pay in blood and fire.
You have stolen my catchphrase. You will pay in blood and fire.
Then they added a few diabolical additions of their own, creating the one.
It's real easy to set him off.
If you can free the four of us, we can use our combined powers to break the force shield surrounding the robot.
I don't know what you're saying, dude. This room's really echoey, so we have the TV turned down quite a bit, so most of the dialogue,
Yeah,
we're not getting it.
Yeah. And you can't really read lips in
Right.
games like these. Because it all just looks like...
I guess there's 101 power cells.
You lied.
I'm sorry.
How could you?
There's 200 precursor orbs in here. And there's... Gotta get these 5. And then I gotta get the last of these. But this is the last area, so... Next time we record, as I always say, unless something goes horribly wrong,
It should be the finale.
we should be...
Or
not- yeah.
get to the finale.
Yeah, the next time we record will be the last time we record Jack and Daxter. So next week will be the end of Jack and Daxter. Well, because of how we're recording, I don't know. We'll be finishing Jack and Daxter soon.
Put the brain in the robot.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.